This video is made for adult collectors because bro needs a cane to be able to stand.
Pain.
I love Powermaster Optimus Prime. It was my first big collecting purchase for me and my first grail that I acquired at my second TFCon, and it's still here today on my shelf. I still have it. And so I wanted a modern interpretation of this character, and while the Titans Return one exists, I wanted something different enough from that Magnus mold to make it feel, well, less like Magnus and more like Prime. And so Takara Legends has always been on the back of my mind to get until Victory Saber. Don't worry, I'll get to the toy in a second. But when they were promoting Victory Saber and Evan posted this photo of it next to Victory Saber, and it made me want to hunt the toy down more. Like that shot right there, I'm like, God damn it, I want that. So Evan, I'm blaming you. This is Takara Legends Ginrai and Takara Legends God Bomber. Boy, this God Bomber. This was also provided to me by Bai. They aren't directly sponsoring this video, but I will still leave a link to their site in the description if you want to go use it. Budget for shipping. I'm going to start with truck first because that feels like the most natural thing to get into combine mode by the end. These two vehicles they're actually super cool. I really like how Prime looks in general. Also, I will be flip-flopping between Prime and Ginrai. But yeah, this truck is very visually appealing. I like the vibrant reds, the blue accents, and being Powermaster Prime, the gray fits so well. And the little bits of blue scaffolding here that I just noticed while writing this. I love the cab front. Yes, I know there's an upgrade kit. No, I'm not gonna track it down. I love the massive silver grille and like the silver stripes and the lush cherry red. The top part doesn't like staying together super well. If you press in the middle or just try to plug the guns in, it will just cave in. It's a little annoying. He can also fit Legends toys in here though, so that's cool if you want to do that. He is still a car carrier. Now, God Bomber. He doesn't like holding together. It's a shame because it looks very nice, but yeah, the arms on the top just hate staying on. It continues the trailer stripe and the base connectors on it. They both have base modes, but they're kind of dumb. Here's what they look like. God Bomber has some real nice silver on the front here and a spot for 3 Titan Masters, so that's fun. He can also link onto the back of Prime to form a massive ass truck. I love the way that looks. Now, the alt modes are probably the best built of the 3 modes, which is a shame. So let's get rickety.
All right, robot mode time. We're gonna start with Powermaster Optimus Prime or Ginrai because I need to mentally prepare for this one. So if you transform Magnus, this is pretty similar. There are quite a few differences between Magnus and this guy. Lots of different retooling. Like this back section is completely different, except for how these work. So start with, we're going to take the shoulder cannons off. The other guns would plug into here, but every time I try to, they just push this entire section, and so whatever. Unpeg this section here, and then it's clipped in using the base connector, so you gotta pop it out. I find it best to get your finger underneath here and just pull. And there it goes. And then you fold that all the way out, fold these sections up at the back. Bring this all apart here, because it just loves to come apart by itself, and rotate that up a little bit. Then we're going to split it, and just leave it off to the side for now, because I want to do the legs first so he can stand up. So you bring this little section up and you fold that up. You can also have a Titan Master seated in here, but I've left him in the cab. You bring that up. You then take the cab. We're going to split it, rotate it, bring it down by compressing it, folding it. Then you open up the cab section, fold this flap in, and then pull the head out. There we go. And the head comes out, you fold this up, bring this in, it'll collapse into place. This will slide in and tab into the side sections, that's it. Bring the legs down, zoom out, clip the shoulders into place. Now let's do the feet. So you want to leave these folded out. You want to take this whole section here, rotate it, and it will tab in. Then you accordion the foot out. You want to bend this down and then activate the ankle tilt so that you can bring it around and then fold it up and then put the ankle back. Bring that into place, get it all situated, fold out the heel, and then fold this entire leg assembly around and it will peg in, hopefully, to that side. Rotate the arms down, fold this panel back, compress the hands, compress. And then, because I'm going to do it, you plug these into the shoulders. And there you have Powermaster Prime in his... Come on, stand up. In his robot mode. He's standing. Woo. You don't have to parts form it, but it's going to fall apart, so I'm going to parts form it. So we're going to take this cannon off, because that you have to take off, and take this off. Then we're going to open the chest up, pull the little guy out from inside. Come on. Fold him up. Plug him into there, and that'll be his head. Also, I'm going to rotate this, because it doesn't fit the other way on my copy, so that's the Titan Master. Fold this section up. Then we're going to... You're supposed to lift the arms up. But the ratchets are so strong that just comes off. So we're going to just take them off. Goodbye, arms. Then these have unpegged themselves, but you're supposed to unpeg these and fold them around. Then you just sort of bring this entire assembly out. Bring this out. Now it's becoming a mess. Ratchet the hips down. Ratchet the knees down. Make sure the legs are completely straight. Fold out the toes. Now he has feet, sort of. There we go. Now he's got feet. He's a little wonky. Why is he wonky? I don't know. He's standing a little wobbly. Now we're going to take these sections and bring them up. Bring them up. And then back here, you want to open the chest up, push this out, close the chest back up, and then just accordion this in until it all fits together. And then the shoulders will tab the chest into place. You just got to make sure everything's lined up properly. There we are. Fold in the trailer hitch. Fold that down. Bring the arms out on these wickedly tight ratchets. Oy, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Then you take the hands and you fold them out. And then put the arm back together. It just tabs into there. That goes over into the 5mm port and close that up. Then take the head, plug the head in, and that's your God Bomber. God, he looks ridiculous.
This is where the stability problems really begin. They look great. Like, this is how I would want modern versions of these two to look. I love all the different vibrant colors and the way the alt modes grow into these robots, but they are not stable. Ginrai is just the ankles and the lower legs. Everything else about him is completely fine. But these ankles, they're just not great. They're attached by one pin and one screw, and I wish they were ratcheted, especially once we get to combine mode. And then the lower legs, those panels don't like to tab in super well. And when you go to move the knees, the whole assembly just comes apart every once in a while. But I love all the little details, like the sculpted in Powermaster on the front, and the details in the legs and the new feet bits. The painted hands and the lush red, I dig that. Head sculpt is nice, if a bit small, but I do love all the details, and there is a Titan Master underneath it, so you can do that. Then there is God Bomber, who does this. And this. And his joint construction is just so weird. The ratchets and the shoulders are way too tight, and they're on a bunch of thin panels, and it feels like it might break anytime I go to move them.
Oh.
The legs are Combiner Wars joints, so they ratchet at the thigh swivels, which is funky, but hey, that's stability. Also, you can plug Combiner Wars things into there, which is funny. Not to mention those loose hips and the ratcheted Y-jointed hips that they're attached to, which are also attached to the chest panel, which is thin. It makes me really scared to just mess with it. I love how big the head is, though, and the massive shoulder cannon, and he's quite large.
So we'll do God Bomber's posing because he's in front of the camera first, and that way I can then get him out of the way. So head is, well, it's Titan Master joint, but it can really only swivel. The shoulder cannon can go up and down and rotate. These can rotate, and they're really loose, like really loose. Yeah, that's fun. And they like to come unpegged, but they can rotate, and the shoulders, oh, and there it goes. As you saw, they can go in and out. There that goes. You do have bicep rotation, 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. The thumb and fingers can move. Hips can only go out that far. They can go forward that far. They can go back. You do have thigh rotation below here. You do have double jointed knee. And then you have an ankle tilt. Kind of stinky, and because of the way the legs work, they don't look natural ever. So that's kind of fun. Let's put his arm back on. Click that back into place. Okay. Powermaster Prime, though, feels a lot more modern, except he's missing a waist joint and his legs kind of suck. So his head can do a full 360 degrees with the Titan Master. This whole contraption, it can still do that. Shoulders, they can rotate. The shoulder pad can move out. The arms can go out. You have bicep rotation, though this... Whoa. That's the problem with the heels folding inward. But this panel here will bump into this. You have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow and a wrist swivel. Nothing at the waist, just due to how all of this accordions. Get the arms out of the way. Hips. Go forward. And go back. They go in and out on the world's softest ratchets, which, as you can see, are not strong enough for these legs. You have thigh rotation, ratcheted knee bend, ankle tilt, which pops that out. That's fun. And then the heels, like I said, these bend up. These needed to lock into place because that's one of the reasons why he keeps just falling over. So that's annoying. They pose okay, it's just annoying.
So the main reason I got this was for that Victory Saber shot. I haven't actually put these two combiners together yet. I've been waiting for this video. So let's combine these two and then put them next to Victory Saber.
All right, to get Prime here, or a Ginrai, or whatever, prepped for his combine mode, literally all you're going to do is fold the arms down, flip... That just fall off? That's never fallen off before. Wow. Flip those down. Okay, now the whole torso is coming apart. Come on. There we are. So you flip those down, then we're going to fold up the heel. And that's pretty much it. That's him prepped and ready to go. God Bomber, we need to start ripping him apart, which is what he already wants to do, so that's fine. Head comes off and goes nowhere. Cannon comes off, we'll put that off to the side. Sword, which by the way can detach for some reason. But sword, take the arms off, take the legs out from their Combiner Wars hinges, and now we're left with these chunks. So the legs here, you're going to fold this toe up, then fold the big toe down, and bring that up, but not all the way just yet. So you're going to fold that up, fold that out, not all the way. Then we're going to bring Prime back in here, and you're going to clip these into here, into the feet, and then fold this section up and into the back there. I'm gonna try and use the heels as balance for these legs because now that he has all this weight on him, he doesn't like standing even more with these really finicky ankles. So, see, he's leaning back already. Stand up straight, moron. So now he's got his shorts on, or shorts, his boots on. Next thing we're going to do is take the arms. So you want to straighten them out all the way. Take the hand and just sort of flatten it back into place like you were going into alt mode. And then you want to, so it would be this way, no, it would be this way, right? So you want to take this port or peg and plug it into here. Line it up, plug it in, fold this panel down, bring this around, and it will wrap over and clip in two different places. And then this will come up and hold that into place more. And that's your arm panel. So let's do that again here. It clips in using this clip and a peg right here. One of these pegs goes, oh yeah, this one right here, that's it, goes into the back of the arm. So we'll slide that in, fold that over, bring that into place, bring that up, and those are the arms finished. He's leaning again. Now we get to work on the upper torso, which is a pain in the ass. So, a lot of order of operations that have to be done correctly here, and I never get it right. So you unpeg the shoulders, bring this entire torso section down, fold that part in. Then you're going to split this whole assembly here. There we are. You want it to look like that. So this goes out, and then this goes that way, that goes this way. You then fold this back, fold this in, bring this around, and the wing will clip into place. There we have the back section. Oh, and then the arms, they tab together, or what remains of the arms tabs together. But it's gonna fall apart because I can already feel it wanting to fall apart. So now when we clip it into the torso, you're gonna have to use, there's little clips underneath here and then ports on top, and then these blue parts will clip in. So we'll bring in Powermaster Prime. I'm standing up now. We're going to take this, and this is going to clip over. the red part, and then that will tab in. So we get this red part clipped over and then tabbed in. Then snap the blue bits in. Then bring this section down and we'll clip into place. Just make sure all this is nice and straightened out back here. Make sure it's clipped together. And then you take the shoulder cannon. That plugs into there. And there, yeah, he's done.
He wants to fall over so much. Those ankles don't want to hold him on those tiny ass screws. There's a way to fix it, and I'm going to probably do that when I'm finished this, but out of the box, yeah, he keeps leaning. But let's put these two together. Yeah, that's cool. That's how I'm gonna display it. But I really don't want to touch it. Everything is securely locked into place and holds together pretty well. But the sword, like, it sits in the hand loosely. It does look badass though. Like, it's massive and chunky and very well detailed. Not a lot of new details, but the combination of both of their like tooling and stuff looks really cool. And he's like very big, Commander even. If they were to release this today, I doubt they would be able to fit both of these robots in the Commander price point unless they shrunk them down. But maybe like a HasLab or something. Come on, Hasbro, where's my Omega Prime pizza party? And the posing doesn't really change other than not wanting to get him in any pose because those ankles suck. Is it worth getting? I don't know. I wanted a modern interpretation of this so bad, so I'm happy to have this from a visual standpoint. But it's a toy that I don't want to mess with, and it kind of spoils most of the experience for me. It looks so good, and I will fix those ankles, but even still, the build of God Bomber just doesn't feel nice. But that's been my look at Takara Legends, Ginrai, and God Bomber. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.